the election Nostradamus,
this guy,
do his prediction for us. And we all got the story yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
The election Nostradamus.
This is Allan Lichtman. I will say that he thinks so highly of himself.
And his 13 keys.
13 keys, and you watch any interview that this guy does, I can't stand the arrogance that just oozes out of this cat.
Yes.
And so
he definitely has that.
And so you'll see, it'll depend on which news source it is, but they say who's gotten every election right, or nine of the last 10.
Right? Yeah.
And so what they're referring to is the 2000 election.
Okay.
Because he is adamant that I got that one right. I've gotten them all right since 1984.
Oh.
Right? And that's his take.
I don't know
because
that
he can't let the 2000 go. This is just from a few weeks ago. Look at this.
Hello, friends. You may have heard this. Some commentators have said that using the keys to the White House, I didn't actually predict 10 out of 10 elections since 1984.
Some have said that.
They've said I predicted 9 out of 10.
You gotta let this
Still,
go.
not bad, but not correct. They have focused on the hotly contested election of 2000, noting that I predicted Gore, but in fact, George W. Bush won the election.
Right, you got that one wrong.
When the Supreme Court stopped the recount in Florida, with Bush ahead by 537 votes.
That's correct.
When I appeared on Bill Maher after my successful prediction of a Donald Trump win in 2016 and to give my 2020 forecast, the first thing he said to me was, Lichtman, how did you F up 2000? And my answer then,
I did
the same answer I've been giving for 20 years and the same answer I would share with you now. I didn't. That was a stolen election.
This guy.
Oh my gosh.
Candidate won Florida, and the wrong candidate was elected president.
So that's Allan Lichtman, everybody. How much do you love that guy?
That is awesome.
So his 13 keys, I've got them in front of me. Thank God I hit print before my computer died. I don't know if you want to go through these because it's who has been assigned which key.
Well, this is what I will say this. I would rather hear you than him.
That guy's.
Because I watched a video of him yesterday going through his 13 keys, and I thought to myself as I'm watching this, Keith is going to send this in. I'm going to have to sit through this guy's 13 keys again, listening to him, and I almost didn't make it through.
So this is the first time you've ever chosen me over someone else? That's awesome. Thank you for that. And took Allan Lichtman, that guy?
You didn't let me finish, but go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. So what is this thing? You have to get 8 of the keys?
Yeah.
8 of the keys from Allan Lichtman, and then you become president.
Yes.
So here they are. Whether the sitting president's party gains seats in the House during the midterms. So Trump gets that one.
Yeah.
Whether the incumbent is running for re-election, Trump gets that one. I don't think you can apply your keys to all of these, bro.
Yeah, that's not true.
2024 isn't like all the other ones.
Yeah, that's absolutely not true.
So he's calling Trump the incumbent. Ridiculous. Whether the party in the White House is facing a primary, Harris. Again, it doesn't work. Okay. Whether there's a third-party contestant, this goes to Harris.
Because there isn't?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess so. This is just weird. It just doesn't... The rules don't apply this time, Allan. The state of the short-term economy, he gives that to Harris? What planet is this guy on?
Yeah.
The state of the long-term economy gives that to Harris? I ask.
He's listening to Mark Cuban.
Right. Whether the sitting president's party has made adjustments to national policy, he gives that to Harris?
Those adjustments we're unhappy with.
So weird.
By the way.
Whether there's social unrest, he gives that nod to Harris.
Wow.
Whether the president faced major scandals, he gives that nod to Harris. Again, she's not the charisma of the challenger.
That's Harris.
She gives to Harris
because he's already dialed in that Trump is the incumbent.
Yeah, the charisma of the incumbent he gives to Trump, and I love this. He can't assign a winner to this next one, the last one. Whether there were any major fiascos in foreign policy. Now, he says not applicable because he's saying that it's Harris that he's referring to, and she hasn't had that.
Right.
But
she
you're calling
has.
Trump
it's the
incumbent.
Biden-Harris administration.
You're calling Trump the incumbent, so you have to figure out which way to vote on this thing. And I don't know. I can think of a lot of Biden foreign fiascos. Does Afghanistan ring a bell?
Hello.
And that only starts the avalanche.
List. Yes,
so
absolutely.
His whole setup doesn't work this go around, regardless.
And I guess the bottom of this list that I saw was whether the sitting president had successes in foreign affairs. So, I mean, he's saying that, obviously, just like foreign policy, that.
That must be the 13th one because mine cut off right at 12. Good. You had the 13th one.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine. But I'm just saying it's not applicable because that doesn't work at all. Mm-mm. But, I mean, it's good that he's, worked it out because, well, anyway, he claims, the Nostradamus.
So he says Harris is
going to win. Yeah. Uh-huh. Pretty incredible. And he needs to add a 14th point. How many extra ballots are printed up in swing states? There's your 14th one. Oh, Harris? Oh, so that's why he picked Harris. I mean...
seriously, you have to bake that in. You have to bake that in.
Pretty ugly. So I mean, we got to. I don't know if we have time. We got to play the Vladimir Putin cut.
Oh yeah,
because and I don't know that. I mean, it should be under the heading of believe it or not, because he does say Biden in there that you could make out.
You hear Harris,
but you hear that. But the rest of it, we have to go by.
So just read it as it comes across here.
Yeah, we have to go by the translator, though, that's actually what he's saying.
I hate that.
I know. Go ahead. Play this stupid thing.
If we can name a favorite candidate, it used to be Joe Biden, but now he's not participating in the election campaign, and he recommended all his allies to support Ms. Harris. So that is what we are going to do. Mm-hmm. So it was, he said that we should, though. That is why we should also do that.
Listen to his reasons.
Well, her laugh, she's laughing, her laugh is so fascinating. It means that everything is good, and if everything is good... it means that, for instance, if we're speaking about Joe Biden, there are so many sanctions against Russia introduced, and if everything is good with Ms. Harris, maybe she'll refrain herself from such measures, or maybe she'll change them. So in the end, it will be the choice of the U.S. people, and we will respect this choice.
Will you?
Here's the thing, Vlad, you'll have to.